So you already know what a join is.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically connecting two tables with the help of primary and foreign key relationship. It is giving you results from two different tables. So now we already discussed about the inner join when there is an intersection between two tables and anything which is coming as common, that will be our output. For that reason, we yesterday already saw that in salaries table there were 10 to 11 IDs, whereas in employees table there were only 5 IDs. So when I
Mm-hmm.
intersected both tables from employees, I
Mm-hmm.
created an inner join to salaries table. Our output
Mm-hmm.
was only those 5 uh, IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, today we are going to learn about the left join.
Mm-hmm.
So, left join is basically that from where we start the connection. Like from employees, if we're creating an intersection from to salaries table,
Mm-hmm.
everything from the employees table will be our output. So just copy this query. With the help of examples only, we will understand everything. From 48 to 51 line.
Okay. Then,
Paste it again.
huh? Paste it.
Paste at the end.
Okay.
Now instead of inner join, change the name to left join.
Mm-hmm.
Remove this condition where 57th line you can remove it. Put a semicolon in the end. Now when we are creating a left join, there is one thing that you need to know. Like there is a difference between inner join and left join. I have created inner join where I have put a condition where. Whereas in left join, if I put where, it was giving us an error. The reason is because we cannot actually define a left join with the where condition because we are not getting the intersected results. So that is why the last line will be on. So let me give you the exact line on your WhatsApp for the last one.
Okay.
Hmm. EMPID. Yeah. Use remove this semicolon and press enter and paste this. Now run this one. You can run this query.
I am. It's not doing anything.
This is not running because again we are not using the database. Scroll to the very up and start use our database. There is query written in the very top. Uh, Chowdhury's one. Yes, use company DB. This one, first line only. Run that. Perfect. You ran the query. Okay, so this is the result. Now you
Okay.
can see still the data is coming from the left side only. Like
Mm-hmm.
in our employees table, there were 5 IDs and we got again all those 5 IDs.
Yeah.
This was our result. The left
Right.
join. Employees table is on the left side and salaries table is on the right side. So our
Mm-hmm.
result was the left side. If I change this and convert from salaries table, create a left join to employees table, then see what happens. Just change the tables. In 55 line, write salaries S, and in 56 line, write employees E.
Say that again.
In 55 line, write salaries S, and in 56 line, write employees E. Just change the positions of the table. Salaries S. S is our annotation.
Like this?
And cut the employees E and paste it after left join. Yeah, we're just changing the position of tables.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Now run it. Drag it
Okay.
up, return up, and see what the result is. Show me the whole table. You can drag this one.
Drag what?
The output.
That?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Now you can see salaries are coming,
Right.
but still there is no connection between salaries and employee ID. Even though in salaries table there were IDs as 105, 106, and all.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Why it's still not coming? Because we have referenced employee ID of employees table only.
Okay.
It's making sense. So if we convert this E to S, then see the result. In the 49th line, convert this E to S. This is an inner join. Scroll down in our left join. Scroll down.
Scroll down to
Scroll in
what?
our sheet.
Scroll
In
where?
our sheet
Oh.
where there is left join. So yeah, here you can see the employee IDs from the employee table. Just change it to S dot employee ID.
I'm not really understanding
54th
what we're
line.
doing right now. Like, there's no, what are we trying to do?
We are working on left join. You remember inner join?
Yes.
Okay. So this time just write two queries. Select star from employees and select star from salaries and just see both tables. Run those. Write select star from employees.
Uh-huh.
Correct. Run this one.
Okay.
You can see in this table we have only five IDs. 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105.
Mm-hmm.
Now write select star from salaries and run that. Instead of employees, run salaries. And always put a semicolon as well.
Right.
Yeah, run this one. See, Rafi, here employee IDs are more from 101 to 111.
Mm-hmm.
Making sense till now? Now,
Yeah.
if I'm going to connect employees table with salaries table, we already know that there is a shortage of employee ID in employees table. Making sense?
There's a shortage of what?
Employee IDs. In employee table, there are only 5 IDs,
Right.
whereas in salaries table, there are 11 IDs.
Mm-hmm.
So when I am going to connect both tables, when I did an inner join, our output was only the exact same employee IDs which are present in both the tables.
If you do the
Like
outer, it'll
our
show
output was
you
only
what? Everything?
this time we are not getting the everything. We are understanding one concept which is called left join. So inner join will give us the output when everything is like equals to like all the IDs are present in both the table.
Mm-hmm.
Even employees table is having these 5 IDs and even salaries table is having these 5 IDs. And
Mm-hmm.
hence this will be our result.
Mm-hmm.
But when we perform a left join, we are not doing an intersection. We are basically saying that whatever present in my left table, it should be there.
Mm-hmm.
If salaries is my left table, then whatever is present in my left table, it will be my output. If
Mm-hmm.
employees table is my left table, then whatever is present, only the 5 IDs present in my left table will be my output.
Okay.
And now let's understand it in with an example. Just see your query in the 54th line. Scroll up just a little bit. 54th line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying in my query that I need employee name. I need employee ID. Employee ID of which table? You can answer this one. Which table employee ID is this?
Employee table.
Correct. So if I'm fetching employee ID of from employee ID, then only 5 IDs are there. That's making sense.
Yeah.
So that's why our answer was not correct. If I can change this employee table to salaries table, so I need to write an annotation S instead of E here. That is our one concern. And second thing is, now let's again go back to our attributes. We're getting employee name, employee ID, department ID, email, and salary. So, salary is coming from our salaries table, even though there is no connection of employee ID between employees table because salaries are still there for 106, 107, 108, 109. But these IDs are not present in our employees table. So, it will still show us the salaries even though employee IDs are not there. So, we are getting the values even though there is no perfectly matched employee ID in both of the tables. So now if you run this query again, 54 to 58, 7 line. Just run it and all your concept will be clear. Your 54 to 57 query.
On which one? I'm sorry.
54 to 57. Your left join query. Now see. Employee name is coming from the employee table. Employee ID is coming from the employee table. Department ID is coming from the employee table. Email is coming from the employee table. Whereas salary is coming from the salaries table.
Yeah.
Now there was a connection of employee ID for 5 IDs. So we get a perfect result. Making
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
But when there was no employee IDs, we still got a result for salaries, even though there was no any connection between both tables. So when there was no connection, it automatically put everything to empty for the employees table, but still gave us the result for salaries table.
Okay.
Still here, any questions?
I'm not really understanding your explanations much at all. Like I'm not understanding. No. It's not really making that much sense. Like I understand, just let's just take it a concept at a time. I understand what is a thing that we learned yesterday, which is what? The inner join. Just tell me first the
Yeah.
concept and then explain this to me. What is the next concept we're trying to learn? Left join?
Left join we are
What is a left
learning,
join?
and let's.
What does left join show? You know what? Hold on.
Well, there is. That's not an issue. Let me give you that.
Damn thing just doesn't work. Okay, I'm basically trying to learn left joins in SQL. So can you please, just like you're explaining it to a seventh grader in story mode, narration mode, just like you're like reading a children's story to me, can you please explain to me using analogies, emojis, and everything else, everything that I need to understand about what is a left join in SQL database? Let me see if I can understand ChatGPT's explanation.
Mhm.
You own a school, you have two notebooks. Student ID 123, Alex, Bella, Chris. Notebook is your main truth. You never want to lose anyone from this list. Notebook 2 is lunch cards.
Interesting.
Student ID 1, bought pizza, salad, pizza, Bella. Student ID is missing. I want a list of all students, and if they bought lunch, show me what they bought. Left join equals keep everything from the left table, add matching data from the right table if it exists. If it doesn't, you still keep the row, you just write null. SQL reads your left join like this. Start with the left table, students. For student, each student, look at the right table, lunch cards. If a match is found, attach the info. If no match, attach write null. The result: 1 Alex pizza, 2 Bella null, 3 Chris salad. Bella did not disappear. She stayed because student is on the left. Show me everyone if something is missing. Even if something is missing. Find people who haven't done an X yet. Give me the full list plus optional details. Care about completeness, use left join. Left join does not remove rows from left table, it only adds or leaves blank. You want a contact list, everyone stays. Some people don't have phone number, you still list them. This is a left join. The left join keeps everything from the left table and fills in the matching to the right table when available if you want next. Okay, so let me explain it back to you. So you got two tables, let's just say. Let's use
Okay,
different analogy here. Let's just say Rafi, Chowdhury, Kanish, Bell, and Kuntaka Subbareddy are on the left table. And it has
got it.
their ID, their name, and their chess rating. Okay?
Got
Their
it.
FIDE chess rating. And on the right table
Hmm.
also has ID 1, 2, and 3, and
Okay.
has their actual chess rating. Okay? Let's just
All
say
right.
that Rafi and Kanesh have chess ratings of 1800, and Guntaka does not have a chess rating yet. So I can run a left
Okay.
join to basically show all
Hmm.
three people and show in
Hmm.
one table Rafi,
Hmm.
ID, name, and chess rating 1800. Number two,
Correct.
Anish Bell, ID number two, chess rating 1800. Number three,
Correct.
Gunchaka Subbareddy, ID number three, chess rating equals null. That is basically
Perfect.
a left join.
Yes.
It's bringing in that information from the ratings table, even though Guntaka does not have a rating. It's still
Correct.
bringing it because Guntaka also exists in the left table. Like
Correct.
the ID exists, even though there's no name or there's no information about his rating.
So we can take this as master-slave relation. Our left one is a master, so everything from the left will always be the output.
Right.
Whereas on the right side, if there is a match, we will take it. If there is
Draw
not a
it.
match, it's just
We'll
an
just write
optional
null.
thing.
Right.
So
Right.
if you just go back to your workbench, you will now see the output and you can see that salaries table was our left table. You can see
Mm-hmm.
from salaries, I have created a left join to employees table.
Mm-hmm.
So salaries will always come because this is our master. This is our main table.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from the left table will always be our output. But if the consequent data is not present in the right table, it will just show it as a blank, null values.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened here as well.
Right.
If you change the positions, if you change employees table as an left table and salaries table to the right table, then these five will be always be our output and salaries will also come till five only because this is our optional. If anything is missing in salaries table, we don't care about it. Even if it's present, we still don't care because left table is our main priority as of now.
Okay.
As of now, this is salaries table as our left table. Just change the places. I'm just saying just change the places. In 55, put employees table and in 56, put salaries table.
Yeah, I understand. Whichever table you're putting on the left becomes the priority table. I gotta understand that concept.
Correct, but you gotta understand the outputs as well. Why I am doing this? Because you will be shown outputs in the certification. You will be shown a query and you will be asked to give the output.
Hmm. Okay, so
Just
50, what did you
understanding
tell
the
me to
concept
change?
is not gonna give you, yeah, change the positions. I want to make sure that you perfectly give the outputs. Salaries is correct. Run this now. C. Salary is not coming.
Hmm?
S dot salary.
Which one did what did we just run?
I don't know.
There's
Can you
a
just select and run? I think you ran only select star from employees. There is a
all
semicolon
this
in
is
front.
running, right?
No, select star from employees is a different line. Put 50, put a semicolon after 57 line. Yeah. No, yeah. Only run this one. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is actually a left join. Whenever there are multiple tables, we want the actual results. So in our case, we have three tables, employees, salaries, and departments, where we have taken our employees table as the primary table, which is holding information about employees, their
Hmm.
IDs, emails, and everything. So there might be case that these employees are having salaries in the salaries table, so we fetch those data. Whereas in salaries table, there is some random data as well, like 106, 107, 108. But we don't want that data. So that is why this is our perfect result. When employee exists, only then fetch the result. This
Okay.
we could have this we could have gotten result from inner join as well. But in our case, we need to understand left join and right join as well. So the concept is clear. You just need to make sure what will be the output.
Mm-hmm.
That's our only case. Like you will be given this query, they will show you the structure of the table. Like this is the table, this is the data present in the table. So you need to check mark the correct. output, that this will be the output of this query. That's why you
Mm.
need to understand what is a left join. So your concept is now clear. Like whatever there is on the left side, that will be our output. Now,
Yeah.
if you can change this left join to right join, just change the name in 56. 56 line, just change instead of left, write down right. And run this. This will be our previous result. C. This is our previous result. When salaries was a left table. The concept is totally same. Whenever there are two tables and any table which is on the right. Now this will be our mandatory table or the master table. So output from this table is mandatory, whereas from the left table it is optional.
Mm.
So if you just remember the same result we were getting from a left join when salaries was here and employees one was here,
Mm-hmm.
like isotropic images. I don't know how much it's making sense, but but the concept is totally same. Left and right join both are totally same, and you might not ever use it in your daily life. It's just we need to understand it for our certification.
Mm-hmm.
Making sense?
Yeah, I think kind of, yeah.
All right. Now I have a task for you. I want you to create left join from employees table to department table. You have all the syntax written with you. You have all the understanding with you. Use use everything which is present on this SQL file and create that left join from employees table to departments table. And to do this, you need to first run two queries, select star from employees and select star from departments to first understand both tables, like what is present in both of the tables.
Repeat that question one more time.
Yeah, you can drag this one down so you can see your sheet. Open a notepad. So your task is create a left join, create a left join from employees table to departments table.
And write the query.
Yes, you need to write the query. You can utilize all the syntax which is present here in this sheet, so you can take reference. I was
R-
just saying that before starting, just run these two queries. Select star from employees and select star from departments. So you can at
What's the
least
question? What's the
understand.
question? Repeat the question again.
Create a left join from employees table to departments table.
Okay.
With all the attributes, like whatever attributes are present in both the tables. With all attributes.
What does that even mean? With all attributes, like with each field?
With each field, with
Each.
each column name. Like if employees table is having 5 columns, I want all those five. And if department table is having 3 columns, I want those 3 columns as well together in a single result.
Right. It already will do that, right?
No, you have to mention all the attributes, right? See your tables first. Select star from employees and select star from departments. See it first. This is your employees table. It is having five attributes: employee ID, name, email, department ID, and joining date. I want all these five, and then see your departments table.
Yeah, hold on.
Definitely.
Whichever order I put this in is the order it'll show it in.
Yes. After this, Rafi, you can even crack database interviews as well. That's how they will ask.
No, it's gotta be more harder stuff than this, right?
Yeah, a little bit harder, but probably they will ask you queries only, how to write this.
Okay, so
Not
I
the
selected
salaries table.
all those things from the first table, from employees
Perfect.
table. Now we're doing a left
Correct.
join with the salaries table.
Not a salaries
So,
table, departments table.
uh, all right.
Yeah. Write semicolon and run it. Hmm. Perfect.
Do I need to mention in this departments table that I need to grab all three of these?
You can only take department name and location. Department ID we are taking from employee ID. So we need this department name and
What
location.
is the reason why department ID and employee ID are the same thing? Because we chose
No,
to
they are
name
not the
it.
same thing. They are not the same thing. Department ID is different, employee ID is different.
So we should take the department ID if we're going to show everything.
You have taken department ID from employees table, but if you want to show department ID from department table as well, you can do that as well. That's why
Okay,
I'm
but what
again
there
telling
cannot
you.
possibly be two ways of doing this. Because the question that you're asking me is, I mean, like, why do I have the option of choosing which way I want to show? It should be just one or the other, right?
Because we are already assuming that left join will be created from employees table. So
Right.
whatever there is present on the left table, it will automatically be there.
So
So
is it
if there is
possible
any,
that there will be a different number of department IDs in employees table versus departments table?
yes, because that's why you need to understand your tables. if you run this query again, select staff from employees, you can see there are 5 IDs there. But in department ID, if you see, is there any additional ID which is not present in department ID? There is two, one, two, three, four. And there are 4 department IDs as well in departments. So everything will be covered here.
Okay, I'm not sure what am I supposed to do here because am I also including like I'm not understanding, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Like I understand
Sure,
how to grab all
definitely.
those
I will
things,
help
but
you.
then on this departments thing, am I grabbing all the things in departments? Am I not grabbing it? You didn't really explain any of that, right?
You need to grab all of these things. Let's grab all of these things from department table as well. So what is there? Run this query, select staff from departments, department ID, department name, and location. So I need these three as well. So how you can define those here? You need to put all these values after joining date as well. Just the way you have grabbed all the values from employees table. Simultaneously, you need to fetch those from departments table.
But what was the reason? Why does it say from employees E if these are coming from departments table?
Okay. We need to understand this. The join will always be created from one table to another table. If I'm saying from employees table to departments table, that means my employees table is the mandatory one. This will be there. This is a right way to write a syntax that I'm creating a join from one position to another. So now when I say I'm grabbing the values from the right side as well, these are the columns. This has nothing to do with the data. I am fetching all of the columns. It doesn't matter if these columns are actually having data. The chances are location is empty for all IDs. Department is empty for all IDs. But I'm just grabbing all the attributes in a single query. So if these are present, I'm happy to have them. If they are not present, then these will be null values. That's totally fine. So the left join has nothing to do with your column names. You are deciding that in my output, I want these columns as my output.
Okay, so I can just
Join
write a
is
random
all
something.
about
So I can just
correct.
put on here.
You,
Can you remove these notification annotation?
yeah, I can remove that, but you cannot put anything random there.
Why?
It should be present in the tables.
It has to be something that's present in one of the
Yeah,
tables.
these columns should be there. Left join is about data, like what these columns hold. Like department name is holding any department names or not. I'm
Hmm.
concerned about that data.
Hmm.
Like these are just headers. I'm just asking headers from my first line, but join is actually about the data which is present between them.
Hmm.
If that data is making sense, if this department ID is there in our department table and in our employees table as well. So again, your last thing is you have written the query, but how you're actually going to relate both tables. that is primary and foreign key relation. On this, everything holds.
Got it. Okay, so okay. Okay. So then left join
Mhm.
departments D, and then that's it, right?
Yeah. And now the
We don't need to
conditional
let
part.
that. Do we need to write that last line?
Yes, we need to write the last line.
What does that last
Otherwise,
line
there will
mean?
be no connection. On. That means I'm putting a condition that wherever my left table employee ID is there, that will be my primary key. Primary key means that from there I will be making a connection to another table, which should be present in my second table as well, which is a foreign key. So employee ID was present in employees table and it was present in salaries table as well. So with help of that only, we created a connection. But in
Mm-hmm.
departments table, you can see in department table there is no employee ID.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot create a connection using an employee ID. So what will be the other attribute which can help us to create a connection? That will be department ID instead of employee ID. So instead of E dot employee ID, it should be E dot department ID, and here it should be D dot department ID.
That. What does on mean?
On means like you are connecting department ID on another department ID. Like this department ID is basically present in another table as well. So if this exists, then only create a connection on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
This is the deciding factor. If this is present on another table, then
Mm-hmm.
I will create a connection. Otherwise, I will not create a connection. Previously,
Mm-hmm.
we were doing a where condition.
Mm-hmm.
Like wherever these are present, then I will get the output. But here
Mm-hmm.
we don't need where because there are chances that in the right table it might be present, it might not be present. So that's why on. Even if it is present or not, I'm still getting everything from the left table.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you just need to change the department ID instead of employee ID.
Like I write
Yes,
I,
E dot employee ID. Instead of employee ID, you
equals
need to write
D
department
dot
ID.
department ID,
Correct. In both, you need to write department ID.
like that.
Here as well. E dot department ID.
Like that.
Correct.
We're basically saying that the department ID on employee table and the department ID field in the department table is what is making the two of them join together. Like this
Correct.
department ID in the employee table is the same as the department ID in the department table. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. See, uh, this is just a language SQL. SQL is just a language. It will automatically will not like think itself like how we are going to relate both tables.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we always need to put a condition when we are creating a join. And this
Mm-hmm.
condition is always existing on a attribute or column name, whatever you want to say, which should be present in both the tables. If I write
Mm-hmm.
employee ID, then SQL will never know that employee ID what it is because in departments table, employee ID is not there. So
Mm-hmm.
SQL will never be able to create a connection. It
Mm-hmm.
can only create a connection if this attribute is present in employee as well and department as well. Then
Mm-hmm.
SQL will know, okay, on this employee ID, on this department ID, there is another department ID available in departments table as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then it will be able to give you a result in a single line. Otherwise, it will just grab this data separate and grab your employees table as separate.
Mm.
It will not interrelate anything. How it can only interrelate if I put a condition like on. When I'm putting on, it is understanding that this department ID is my connection. So wherever this department ID is same, I will give you result in a single line instead of like giving a messy result. So it's like a filter for us.
Mm. Okay.
Now your query is correct, but I'm happy to hear all your questions to help you understand because I don't want to run away with the thoughts. We can sit together and debate for a while what is going on and what you are thinking about this.
I guess for me, like I need to see some practical,
Hmm.
more examples, like real life scenarios of what this is for.
Let me help you with that.
Okay.
So there are chances. Now let's help ourselves with our examples only. In employees table, there are chances that there are some employees. For example, Kanish is present in this employees table and he doesn't have any department ID. Like he has his employee ID as 106, for example.
Mm-hmm.
He's having
Mm-hmm.
his name, he's having his employee ID as well. But for some reason, he doesn't have department ID. Department
Mm-hmm.
ID should be there, but department name is not there for that ID. For example, here there was fifth department ID as well, but it was null. In
Mm-hmm.
organization, there exists fifth department ID, but in future they just removed that department and now the place is empty. So department ID is there, but it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
indicate any department name and location.
Mm-hmm.
Making sense? And this Kanish, for some reason, is having department ID as 5. So now
Mm-hmm.
this Kanish is having department ID 5. So when
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting a left join, that basically means that I don't want to miss out any employees. I don't want to miss any employees. Like even if there is Kanish, Rafi, or uh, uh, Ram, Sham, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
even though they don't have any department, but still I want those people in my result. I need to present a I need to present an Excel sheet to my
Mm-hmm.
boss to
Right.
give him all the data which is present in my organization, all
Right.
the employee names.
Yeah.
So if I put a left join, then it will give me all the employees, whether they have a department present in department ID or not.
Mm-hmm.
I will get all the employees. But for some reason, Rafi, if I put a inner join, for some reason, if I would have put a inner join. Then, if department ID is not there, then I might have missed out some of the employees because my output would have been only if there is a perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
If Kanish is having a department ID, Rafi is having department ID, then only Kanish and Rafi will be my output. Then only in my
Mm-hmm.
Excel sheet, I will be able to fetch those values. But my boss will be saying me, Kanish, you have missed out 3 or 400 employees. What is the
Right.
reason? Because I was looking for a perfect match. But I
Right.
didn't want that. I want Kanish, Rafi, Ram, Sham in my result, whatever the case, even if department ID is there or not.
Mm-hmm.
If that is present, I'm very happy that my data is complete. But if it is not present, my output will still be there with a null value.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I know that this employee exists and it is not having any department.
Got it.
So that is why we are performing this left join. And left join is the only one if we ever use it. Right join is just a isotropic image of the same. Same concept, same everything. There is no need to perform a right join because you can perform the same output with left join only. Just change the position of the tables and it becomes a right join.
Right.
I'm just using some mathematic words. but the basic part is left join will be used. Right join will
Right.
never be used as such.
Mm-hmm.
So now you understand that if I'm performing a left join, my main concern is that I want to fetch all the employees which are present in my organization, whether
Mm-hmm.
they have a department or not.
Right.
If they have, great, I got the output. If they don't, I will get the null values.
Right.
But my data will be complete. So now if you just see your query, now your second query was like if I'm creating a left join from the employees table, then why I'm fetching all these columns? Because Rafi, it has nothing to do with the join. This is just me grabbing all the information which I want to show to my boss. Like employee ID is there, name is there, department ID is there, department name is there, location is there. These will be
Mm-hmm.
my headers in my Excel sheet. My boss wants
Mm-hmm.
to see all these columns. So these columns contains data or not, that is my concern. But these columns I can always put. If I remove any column, that will not be a part of my output. My Excel
Right.
sheet will not be having joining date. So I will just remove it. Not an issue. It is totally on the requirement, what my boss wants to see. If he
Okay.
wants department ID, department name, location, I will put it there. If he doesn't want, then I will just remove it. The join is totally concerned about your data. If department belongs to Kanish, if Rafi is having any department or not.
Mm-hmm.
That is what join's all about. It has nothing to do with your headers.
Okay.
Okay. You can ask me another queries as well. I will totally explain everything.
I don't have any other questions right now.
Great. Then you can run your query because I can see this is syntactically correct. So it should run. There is an error. And what is that? From employees E. Scroll down. I am not able to see the error here.
Throw
The
down
last
where?
line is not visible to me.
I don't know how to make it visible. What do I do?
Okay. It's just screen. Yeah, now it's visible. Let me do that. You have an error. Okay. You have an error. SQL syntax error. Manual data transfer SQL version. Right. From employees left join. From employees E. Left join department C on E dot department ID equals to. Oh, okay. Rafi, this is the error. You put extra comma after D location, which was not required. Yeah.
Come here. Get up. Get up. Get up. Out. No. 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 Okay, I'm back.
Great. Now you see you got such a good result.
Mm-hmm.
Your employees table is coming with the all the departments and location which he belongs to. Why
Mm-hmm.
I was saying in the very first line that I don't need department ID from the department table because it's same.
Mm.
So we will just automatically assume that if I'm giving a Excel sheet to my boss, that if I'm getting this department ID from employees table, then I don't need this department ID from departments table. So it's
But
just a
how will I
reoccurrence.
know that the two are the same? What if they're different?
It will not be different, Rafi. That's the point. Because this is a primary key, this is a foreign key. Both of them are equal. Both of them should be there in both tables. Then only there will be a connection. So as a SQL developer, this is just a like a experience thing to you. If if department ID is the connection, then you don't need to put it again and again
Mm-hmm.
because you already know that from department ID you are creating a connection. So if
Mm-hmm.
you know this part, that I'm creating a connection using department ID, then
Mm-hmm.
automatically you know that you don't need to write it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Otherwise, this data is perfect and you got the perfect output for employees table and departments table.
Mm.
We can do some negative cases as well if you're up to it.
Negative cases. What does that mean?
We will insert some empty data in our employees table and in our departments table, and then we will see what will happen if the things are empty in departments table. Like employee exists, but department is not there. This was our perfect data. Every employee is having department,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no negative test cases like if Kanish exists and he is not having any department data. That kind of scenarios. We can just
Um,
do that for practice, but the output will be null.
if the scenario that you're talking about, um,
Hmm.
yeah, no. Yeah, the scenario that you're talking about is basically if there's um, like something in one table what's missing in another table that we're joining. Is that what you're saying? Like
Correct.
department ID is
Like
missing. What would be missing?
department name will be missing. So suppose there will be Kanish employee in your left table, employees table.
Mm-hmm.
I will be having one department ID 5.
Uh-huh.
In department table, 5 department ID exist, but correspondingly there is no department name or location. Or might be
Mm-hmm.
there is no department name, but location exists.
Mm-hmm.
So how the output will be, even without doing that, if you just give me that answer, I'm happy to go go with it. If you can just provide me answer. There is one employee, Kanish. He's having his email department ID as 5. And
Mm-hmm.
in department table, 5 ID exists, but department name is empty and location is there. Location is there. Only department name is missing for department ID 5. So what will be my output?
Okay, say that one more time.
There is one more entry in employees table, 106, which is for
Okay.
me. Kanish, he's have some email ID. His department ID is 5. Okay, till here it's employees table. This
Right.
is your department table. Here,
Okay.
department ID 5 exists, but department name doesn't exist for this 5 ID, and location exists for this 5 ID.
Mm-hmm.
So department name is only missing. So what will be your output?
It would
Just a
just say
very
null,
simple one.
Null in that whatever's the missing one.
Correct. That's all.
Got it. Yeah, I think I understand that.
Correct. That's what I was only trying to make you understand. Like the negative cases, if any data is missing, if something is missing, how it will give us the output. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So this is our left join and right join combined
Mm-hmm.
completed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the same thing if we perform for the right join, you will getting your output.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay.
Inner join we have already done.
Yeah.
So rest is full join, which will give you all the output. If you just remove this left and right full.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever is present in left, right table, we don't care. Our output will be everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can just remove left and right. You can write down full join.
Is it a new one that we're learning? What is the full join? I'm sorry. Repeat. Say what you just said one more time.
Full join is basically whatever is present in left table and right table, all will be our output. If my boss is asking, like, give me result of all the data which is present in our multiple tables, we'll just perform a full join.
Right. Left join is whatever is everything in left, and whatever information we can grab from right, we're gonna pull it.
Correct.
And right join is whatever is on the right table and anything that's correspondingly matching on the left side, we're gonna take it.
Hmm.
And full join is everything in left table and everything in right table. Show me everything.
Correct.
Okay.
So there is nothing like keyword for full join. It's basically left join only when you are performing all you're grabbing all the data. So full join
Yeah.
is basically just a word we use that we are going to fetch all the data, but there is not any keyword.
Okay, so what is the meaning of I understand
Hmm.
left and right, I understand full. What is outer join, inner join? What are those things? Separate concepts or there's
Yes.
another name
Yeah,
for
these are also concepts, and we will do that in next lecture. Let's not confuse you as of now.
okay.
Inner join is the main one that you have already understood. Left join also understood, and simple join you also understood.
Simple join. What is
I
that?
mean, just a join. Just you are joining two table. That's all. Inner join only.
Okay. Got it.
Focus on these hands-on that we have done.
Okay.
If I was just saying that if we just want to change these column names in our outputs, what you need to do? Instead of EMP ID, I want output as employee ID.
Like that. Maybe we need to put
Yes,
actually.
single quote. Perfect. Run this. Perfect. Till now, I believe that we are very sound. We do know the concepts till now. Next one we can do in next class if you want, because I believe it's very late for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take rest now. And in next class, we can just totally complete our joins part. And then indexing and little more part is there, and we will be good to go with our certification. But
Okay.
before that, I will make sure to give you sufficient hands-ons so you will be able to crack it.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Perfect.
Thanks, man. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care,
Thank you
Kanish.
so
I'll
much.
call you as soon as I wake up, maybe in about 8, 9 hours.
That's great. Sure.
Okay.
I'll be
Thanks.
there.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye.